you love point-and-click adventures with deep, interesting stories behind it, then you cannot go past My Brother Rabbit. A brother uses creativity, imagination, and his sister's favourite bunny to help her deal with the mysterious illness and distressing moments as they attempt to find out what is wrong. My Brother Rabbit is a beautifully drawn adventure and puzzle game set in a bizarre world that mixes reality with imagination. The story revolves around a brother and sister. The sister has fallen ill and the brother turns to imagination to help keep her hope alive. While this story is playing out in the background, you play as a rabbit, whose flower friend has also fallen ill, and he goes on an adventure in this find an object world to find a way to help her. The world is gorgeously drawn and has a real fantasy feel to it. During his travels, the rabbit must solve puzzles, find objects, and assemble some rather peculiar looking machines to heal his flower friend. The look of the game is rather important and a driving force, as players spend most of their time looking at still framed images to find carefully hidden objects of interest. I loved how each puzzle was different to the other. You spend your time collecting each object as required, and then a unique puzzle surrounding those pieces would be needed to be completed to move forward. The puzzles gave enough challenge to me that I wasn't finding them over too quickly, but not too challenging that I needed to Google the answer to find out how to complete the puzzle. There is no dialogue in the game, and all the story is represented through beautifully watercoloured animations between each location. The game lets you interpret the story from what you are seeing, which helps it deal with serious issues such as the unknown illness in a family member in a respectful way. There's no cliche style words that cheapen the experience that people go through during this difficult time, and I felt that they demonstrated this story really well. As your character's sister goes through different tests and moves on from a medical environment to the next, so too does the rabbit and his flower friend. The feelings that the children are getting from this is demonstrated in the surreal environments that are created in their imaginary world. While short, it definitely leaves you with feelings and memories long after the game is finished, which, if you are part of the Midnight Howlers community, you know that this is something that I look for in a game. Something that leaves you remembering it long after you are finished. Overall, the game My Brother Rabbit is a beautifully written and drawn hidden object adventure puzzle game. The developers have attempted to tell a serious topic with respect and understanding, and they have achieved this. The backtracking in the game can get a bit tedious, but the landscapes are impressive and surreal, yet having ties to what is going on in the real world behind the imaginative story. It was really well done game and I really enjoyed it. You play as a rabbit in an imaginary world created by a little unnamed boy to help his sister deal with her mysterious illness and the unknown. Explore the surreal landscapes for hidden items and puzzles to move forward to the next area. The art style of this game is gorgeously drawn. It is easy to get lost in the background while searching for each item. The landscapes make it less frustrating when you are looking over and over for small items that you have missed because they are so beautiful. It can be frustrating when you can't seem to find that one last piece, but the backdrop helps you dislike it less. There is not much in the way of music in the game while playing through it, although the sounds that you hear when you click on certain things can be a real joy to experience. The soundtrack, however, for the game is pleasant to listen to. The game is, quite simply, a hidden object style game with a deeper story underneath. You move around different static landscapes, clicking on different things to make them happen and to open up different areas of the landscape or to make available the puzzles to move to the new landscape. All items you are collecting are shown in the top right-hand corner of the screen, with coloured dots showing how many of these you have found. The story is very interesting, and it is lovely to see it played out respectfully throughout the game. The puzzles are challenging enough that they are able to be completed without having to look up the answer. Other than this, which does in part stand it apart from other hidden objects game, it is, at its core, a hidden object game. There are a few achievements that can be missed during one playthrough if you are not careful, but you can achieve all achievements without playing it more than once if you would like to. The game is set into chapters to help you go back and play the chapter you need to play to get the achievements. I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 hows.